At first glance, it looks like just another beautifully restored Warbird. Polished aluminum, bold markings, and that unmistakable twin-engine profile of the North American B-25 Mitchell. But this aircraft is something far more rare than it appears. This is made in the shade, and unlike many aircraft you see today, this one saw combat. Built in June of 1944 at North American Aviation's Kansas City plant, this B-25J rolled off the line in the final intense year of World War II. Within weeks, it was on its way across the Atlantic, following the long southern ferry route through South America and Africa until it reached the Mediterranean theater. By November of 1944, it was flying combat. Assigned to the 319th Bomb Group operating out of Corsica, this aircraft carried the tail code 18 and flew low-level missions over northern Italy and Yugoslavia. Its targets weren't glamorous, but they were critical. Railroad bridges, supply lines, defensive positions, and other targets on the Italian front. 15 missions in total. 15 times, crews climbed aboard this very aircraft, started those engines, and headed out over hostile territory, often flying low, fast, and directly into danger to disrupt the enemy's ability to move men and material. There are no exaggerated victory claims tied to this aircraft. No dramatic stories of dozens of enemy planes destroyed. Just something more honest. It did its job, and it brought its crews home. After the war, like so many aircraft, its story didn't end. It simply changed. It served in various roles across the United States, was later converted into a trainer, and eventually, like many Warbirds, it was sold off and repurposed. Incredibly, this combat veteran became a crop duster, stripped down, modified, and sent out over fields instead of battlefields, spraying chemicals instead of bombs. Over time, corrosion set in, systems wore down, and eventually it was left sitting, worn out, and nearly forgotten. But that's not where the story ends, because in 1981 this aircraft was saved. Acquired by what is now the Commemorative Air Force, it was brought to Arizona, right here to Mesa, and what followed was nothing short of extraordinary. A restoration that would take nearly 3 decades. She was skillfully taken apart down to the last nut and bolt so she could be rebuilt piece by piece, engines overhauled, structure repaired, systems brought back to life. Years of effort, thousands of hours, all driven by one goal: to make this aircraft fly again. And in 2009, it did. Now, if you're enjoying this kind of deep dive into real surviving history, take a moment to support the channel. You can join us on Patreon for as little as $1, or check out our B-25 Mitchell tribute shirt in the store. Every bit of support helps keep these stories alive and keeps this channel going. Thanks for the support, and now back to Maid in the Shade. Now here's where this aircraft becomes something even more special. Step inside the bomb bay, because what you'll find there isn't original equipment. It's something far more meaningful. Signatures, names, written by the very men who flew B-25s during World War II. Veterans who came back, stood inside this aircraft decades later, and left their mark, not as decoration, but as remembrance. Each name represents a story, a mission, a crew, a moment in time when aircraft like this weren't museum pieces, but lifelines. And standing here, looking at those signatures, you begin to understand something. This aircraft isn't just restored, it's connected. Connected to the people who flew, fought, and survived in machines just like this one. Today, Maid in the Shade flies again, based right here in Arizona, appearing at air shows, offering rides, and giving people a chance not just to see history, but to experience it. Outwardly, it's a beautifully restored bomber. But inside, it's something more, a living link to 1944. A machine that went to war, survived, nearly disappeared, was brought back. Not just to be displayed, but to be remembered. Check our links to find when this bomber is going to get a ride. Thanks for watching.